Okay, hello everyone. It's very excited to host the Crypto Market Insight session with our guest. I am Nora, your host for today. Yeah, today we're thrilled to have with us our guest who will be sharing their opinions on the market trends. As a host of today's discussion, I'll be leading us through a thought-provoking conversation that promise to be both informative and engaging. So, whether you're an experienced crypto user or just getting started, we encourage you to sit back, relax, and join us for what is sure to be an enlightening discussion on this week's market performance, trends, and hotspots. The live session is broadcasting on CoinW Live channel and CoinW's YouTube channel. Welcome all to watch and leave your opinions or questions about market, coin, etc. in the comment. Our guest will pick up some to answer. And I will mention that our audience can join the CoinW official community to claim the 20 USDT rewards. Please check the live details for the link. Okay, and in this part, we would like our guest to share your market insights on any crypto tokens you want to talk about. Please be free to share the screen to let us watch your charts. And firstly, let's welcome Jay. Okay.
Yo, hello. Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. So I'm just gonna be quick, guys. And about today, give me a sec. Okay. So yeah, please say my screen. All right. Today we're gonna have a CPI in the next 27 minutes, and market looks like uh performing. I don't say it's bullish. I say performing, but we still don't know because we still have today and tomorrow. Tomorrow is the most important one because we got PPI, but today CPI. I think it won't be matter, but it can make a sideways or a choppy range because from what we see here, they expect it to be the same. The number, the month to month, the year to year, and the core CPI is expected to be the same. Like this one, the month to month is expected to be 0.3, and the core inflation is just like a little bit higher, but it's kind of like expected to be the same or higher than expected. So it could be like a choppy, but for tomorrow we still got PPI. So please be careful because market might ranging really hard. So PPI is the point is kind of high. So I'm looking forward to this. But today I'm also gonna live on another platform on during the CPI. But let's check to the Bitcoin. Right now, Bitcoin in the small time frame look like performing up, but I still don't know, guys. The ranking is too big to tell. I've been looking at charts since this morning, and I'm not taking any longs, guys. I don't. It's not like I don't trust the. It, even you see like there is a 10%, 20% uh performing on CoinW, but I just think this as a retracement because overall the big time frame still kind of bearish. And if you see on the 4 hour in here, just like chopping on the, look at this is the resistance, chopping sideways, 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 and like, it tried to make a wedge to the upside. And when the time this thing is breaking, it's really scary, guys. To be honest, I'm still waiting. Even like I'm bullish for this whole year, but I'm still I'm still waiting. If we can get a little bit low as 74 or 69 or 76. But for now, it's still choppy, guys. We don't have enough liquidity. Like, look at this, Melania. It's also pumping. Like I also like want to take a long, but nah. I'm just gonna wait. I'm just gonna wait until the news come out in the next from now 24 minutes. And for the intraday, for Bitcoin, look at this. We're still ranging at the swing high and the swing low. Look at the value of high, price of control, value of low, and we are kind of above. But if you look at it, the Asia, UK, Look at the Asia high, but we are not we still stuck at the Asia high, right? So it might come back on the US. It might come back, but who knows? Who knows? But if we can break to the upside, like 90 to 600 something, we can have a kill zone because we gonna grab the UK high right here, the 90 to 47.3. And if that happen, we might try to retest 94 400, 94 500 or above. If not, we just gonna like come back to the Asia low or the previous Asia low because this week we still not visiting this area. Yesterday US low, so it's kind of tricky, guys. And with the dominance right now, it's trying to pumping. The dominance, to be honest, the dominance bullish. The dominance. I'm gonna zoom out at 4 hours. Look at the dominance. It's ranging bull. This is downside. All right, down sloping trend line, and it's breaking now. And we got huge volume of dominance right here, right here. So more likely 70% probability like dominance is going to perform to the upside. So if let's say dominance is going to pump, while Bitcoin is could be retracing because like this is some kind of resistance right here. So the altcoins it could it could get the retracement like Sol. I'm trying to tracking Sol. I'm not bearish, but I just don't trust the trend for today because we have high impact. Anything still can happen because right now Bitcoin is low volume, and it really matter when there is USA news or even like economical news and politic news is also important. But for Sol, I'm still waiting for Sol. I might short this Sol until like 132. Look at LTC still like below. And I was shorting yesterday from here to here, but it still cannot perform. So that's why, guys, be careful for today. Because in the next 21 minutes, we will have a CPI, and tomorrow we have PPI. So be careful. But after that, maybe we can trade on Sunday. But I think this week is going to be choppy, like sideways, still on a trend. And in the bigger time frame, I'm gonna show you one last time in the bigger time frame, we are at ranging sideways on the weekly. Look at this. Look at this big candle. We are at the base, so we're still not moving from the base. So that's why we call it sideways, guys, because we are still not moving from here. But when when we break either of these, it's gonna be a huge move. But I don't know. Could be like trying to grab lower and then like trying to back up. Like on the small time frame, we can see this as a white cough. On the 4 hour, we say or the daily, we can see this as a white cough if we do this. But I still don't know. But I prefer we fix it a little bit low because we even don't have juice to break this 126 while gold SPY everything is all time high, but Bitcoin still stuck. That's why it's because you see SPY all time high, uh gold even all time high, and because like in crypto right now we got no liquidity right now, so that's why the only way we can pump break through the 100K above is more likely is to take liquidity below here, just grab it and then come toward the upside. So that's it for me this week. Thank you, Nora.
Yeah, sure. Thanks for your analysis of the CPI and the market. Yeah, that's cool. And thanks for Jay. Yeah, be sure to care for the information today. Yeah, and next one, let's invite Kelly Patty.
Hi everyone, glad to see everyone also here. I'm Katy Petty. Hi Nora, hi all guests. Today I'm also talking about Bitcoin. Let's look on the chart. Right now, price is about 92 k dollars. It's uptrend today, of course. Look here, the price near important level. we see two important lines. First of all, resistance level, the main resistance level at 94,800 dollars. The price has problems go up here. Support, of course, at approximately 90,200 dollars, and this like a floor. The price problems going lower than this. For the last 9 days, the price moving between $98,300 and 94,800 dollars. I think Bitcoin continue on consolidation on this level. The price is not making big move up or down. If we check RSI, the RSI value is around 57. This is bullish signal, of course, but need be also careful. As I said at last time, there is some unclosed gap on the Bitcoin chart. I'm why is important? The market often returns to fill these gaps later. They can act like a magnet for the price. And current gap don't. If you check, we will see it's 88,200 and 88,700. Sorry, the important support zone. I think to watch the price goes down, and trading volume. If you check normal but not very high, and this is confirms first of all consolidation. According the chart, we can see BTC looks bullish, of course, for me, but with possible correction. Key the next move. Watch first of all 89,500 support near gap and 92,600 resistance. If price breaks below 89,500, the next targets are the semi gap zones at approximately $88,200. The price breaks above 92,600, it could try the test the next level 94,800. And of course check CME gaps, of course, don't forget. Also, as said Jay today, don't forget this week will be filled with macroeconomic data, the announcement of which could see sharp volatility in the price of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. And thank you for watching for my analysis. That's all. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. Thanks for Kelly Patty. Yeah, that's cool. And I believe today is very important. And I'll also mention that our audience can drop any question in our comment. Yes. And next one, let's invite Priya.
Yeah, thank you for inviting me. Good evening, everyone. So, I'm glad to be here today. So, on the important dates. So looking at the today crypto market, as we are seeing that the market how it was performing, it is struggling here, and it needs some more pressure to uh, reach it towards any resistance level. I'm just looking into the some more incidents that we can expect the CPI data today. So if it's happened, some more positive, I think that could be the catalyst, and also we are seeing the pace of consolidation rather than the panic situation. It's not as like that, but it's still the Bitcoin is holding in a good position actually. So it was moving above the 90 or 91K. That could be the normal, and there is no panic in the market. So it also tells us the buyers are still in control. That's very important, even though momentum has also showed a bit. So this kind of price auction usually signals the market is waiting for the next catalyst. As I told you that yeah, we have the continuous expectations from Tuesday to Thursday, which we have such expectations from CPI as well the core PPI, and Supreme Court tariffs ruling, as well the Senate Clarity Act vote. So actually, such three events, I think, three more stops we are waiting for, and that may, if something was to happen positively, that will give a catalyst to the market for sure, and that's what I'm looking forward. And not only BTC, Ethereum is also moving. Same as like the BTC, and it's look like a little more sideways towards the zone. So it's also leading right now. So I never split BTC or Ethereum, because BTC or Ethereum and BTC always move in the same way whenever the market was in a positive or bullish or bearish, whatever. So, and when it comes to the altcoins, so the altcoins are actually moving in a broader situation. So the picture is mixed right now. So we are seeing the selective strength in a certain tokens, but the overall traders are cautious right now. So this also suggests the capital is rotating, and very important is it's not leaving the market. Okay, so the capital is still rotating. That's my analysis right now. So, from the side of a macro perspective, investors are closely watching the regulatory developments and the global economic signal. So, any positive clarity here could also quickly turn the sentiment bullish again. So that's stuff which I told you the events. So overall today market, which I'm seeing is a neutral to slightly positive sign, and as long as the bitcoin holds its current support, the broader structure remains healthy, and we have to wait patiently. That's a key right now, so because the consolidation often comes before the next big move. So when the CPI, if the CPI comes lower than expected today, and market expect rate cuts, and that is of course a bullish for crypto, and that is what I'm looking for. Even the other events upcoming, we have the continuous two events on Wednesday and as well on Thursday. So let's wait for the good catalyst, and I hope everything is goes positive as well. Thank you, Nora.
Okay, sure. Thanks for Priya. Yeah, thanks for your analysis of the Bitcoin and market. That's cool. And next one, let's invite our old friend Paris Fine. Okay, Paris Fine, can you hear me? Okay, fine. I will call Paris Fine for. Oh yeah, network issue I think. So Lee first, okay?
Okay, no problem. Let me share my screen first.
Hi Nora, can you hear me now?
Oh yes,
Uh,
and
I'm so
let's invite
sorry.
first.
I might not be able to share my screen because I have some difficulties right now. But like, I'll just do an analysis just right now. All right. So I have Ethereum, Bitcoin, and Solana. Those are the coins that I've been looking at in this few weeks, although I've not really traded. I've not started trading this year. And happy new year, everyone. I've not started trading this year, but I have some analysis on Ethereum, Bitcoin, and Solana. So for Ethereum, I think Ethereum is currently, trading in a range bound. That is the consolidation phase, and it is hovering around the 3,000 to 32. Currently, I think it is in 3-1 actually, if I'm correct. I think it's in 3-1. So it's hovering around the $3,000 to 3-2 region, with really no strong direction momentum in the market currently at the moment. So for a short term, analysis, it is still, consolidating between 3,000 to 3-1. And actually, I think it has actually been like that since I think 2 months ago, because it was I think the lowest it got to around 2 months ago was 2.8, and it was hovering around 3,000 to 317. So it has really not done a lot in this past few months. It has really not done a lot. But I saw a news yesterday on the Fed pumping, the way it was actually pumping funds into Ethereum and Bitcoin. Actually, I saw it the news yesterday, so I think that might actually help me. Hello, Nora, can you hear me?
Oh, yes, now?
Okay, yeah. So
Okay, that's all for today for you. Or network issue? I can't hear your voice now.
I'm so sorry, I have network issues. But can you hear me
Oh,
now?
yes, yes.
Yes. So I think I saw a news on Ethereum and Bitcoin, and I saw that the whales are pumping more money into Ethereum and Bitcoin. So hopefully that might actually help the market. That might help the Ethereum market. But currently, I've not seen any good sign of Ethereum going for that. Actually, last year while trading, because I traded Ethereum most last year, and while trading Ethereum last year, I expected it to have done really higher than what it is currently. But nobody can really predict how the market goes, and you really can't tell what happens. You can have your analysis and you can have your strategy, but you really cannot predict how the market goes. Currently, I expect Ethereum to have moved to 4,000, although most people keep saying that we are going into the bearish phase of the market. But with what happened yesterday, with the whales pumping, I think they pumped a lot of billions into Ethereum and Bitcoin, and that should actually help the market. But we've not seen any sign of both Ethereum and Bitcoin moving up. But let's just watch how the market goes. Currently the market is very volatile actually, and they've not really been any movements for both Ethereum and Bitcoin, and those are the coins that I've been watching. Although I've not traded, I've not really done anything in the markets recently, but those are the two coins that I've been looking into. Thank you.
Yeah, sure, sure. Thanks for clarifying. Thanks for your analysis. So next one, it's your turn, Lee.
Okay, so I'm gonna share my screen, and then we can find this from TradingView. So at first, we're gonna do a brief intro of the American stocks and the price of gold and U.S. Treasury, and we change the time period as the day. So basically, we can see from the technical perspective, there is a high probability of an increase in U.S. Treasury yields, and the current trend of U.S. dollar is weak. And so the favorable and conductive policies expect throughout next year, there will be a positive for risky assets. And we can also find the price of like SPX in the gold and all at the very high levels. So I would like to say the only potential issue is in the next year is the probability of AI bubble valuation next year, maybe, which could lead to a broad asset decline. But we don't need to worry in a short time because this crash is not likely to happen in short time. So after that, we are going to switch to the price of ETH and the BTC. And we would talk it specifically. And we can find from the K line, right? Yeah. So about the market has been relatively boring in the past week, and we can find here the volume is very low and extremely low volatility. However, there is a saying that after such low volatility persists for a long time, the market will move in a certain direction. So what we need to do is just wait whether it will move upward or downward is not entirely clear yet. So we don't know. And we all know on the policy from the CPI data will be released tonight, and there will be news about bills and the tariffs and from Trump and tomorrow and the day after tomorrow. So there might be a slight fluctuations in the short term. So what we need to do is set stop loss if you're a short-term trader. So from technical perspective, the longer the trading volume remains low, the stronger the momentum of the next time direction move will be. So, however, at present, there are probabilities for both a deep correction and continued rebound. So we need to be prepared. So my conclusion is that investors should be well prepared for short-term volatility and defensive strategies. Additionally, we talked previously with the 4-year cycle changing. The likelihood of a deep correction of over 50% as in the past is low. So, however, a bull market also requires a longer period of sideways movement to accumulate energy. So the market will mainly be characterized by fluctuation in the next year or Q1 or Q2. This is basically my point of view. Yeah.
Okay, sure. Thanks for your analysis of the Ethereum and the gold and Bitcoin. Yeah, that's cool. Very clear. Thanks for the. And guys, now I would like to dive into the next part. I have some questions about the market trends and would like to discuss with our traders. Yeah, I'll share my screen. Okay, guys, can you see the question? Oh, yes, no. So the question one is Scott Bessent said the US is removing all regulatory obstacles for crypto last Friday, but why hasn't the market responded more positively? Is policy optimism already priced in? And the second question is what kind of a US policy moves in 2026 could really kick off the full crypto bull market? Yes, let's talk about what he said. And firstly, let's hear from Katy Patty.
That's very smart question. For my opinion, the market wants to see real action, not just hear words. Promises create hope, but for a big bull market, we need two bigger things to change. Why not big reaction now? Sentiments from important people are good, but they are not a loss. Big investors are waiting for the US Congress to pass a real law like the Clarity Act. Until that happens, many are careful. The big problem are high interest rates too. This is main reason the Federal Reserve Fed has very high interest rates to fight inflation. This means investors can get good, safe returns from regular banks, and so crypto looks too risky for them right now. When money is expensive, big money doesn't flow into risky assets a lot like crypto. And what could start a true bull market in 2026? A bull market need two things for, I think, cheap money and clear rules. Lower interest rates, this is most important trigger. When the Federal Reserve finally cuts interest rates, maybe in 2026, money becomes cheaper. Investors will be look for higher returns, and crypto will become much more attractive. History shows that crypto bull market often start after interest rates go down, and passing the Clarity Act or similar law, for example, this is law would give clear rules. It must explain what is the security, which has heavy regulation, and what is commodity like Bitcoin. If big cryptocurrencies get a clear commodity status, it removes fear and legal risk. Then banks and ETFs can't invest easily and safely. In short, for bull market, the market needs to see both the Federal Reserve cutting interest rates and the US government passing clear crypto laws. And only then will big traditional money feel confident to enter the market in a big way. Thank you. This is my opinion. That's all.
Okay, yeah, sure, that's great. Thanks for Kelly Patty. Okay, let's back to this question and then let's hear from Priya.
Yeah, thanks for inviting me. And yeah, nice question. Um, yeah, Scott Besant. His comments are definitely a positive signal, but the reason the market hasn't reacted strongly is because crypto markets tend to price in expectations much faster than the actual policy changes. And I'm glad that it was reacted a bit. So right now, investors see that as more as a confirmation of an existing trend rather than the brand new catalyst. Of course, um, the direction is clear, but the details and execution are still missing. That's how I can feel it. So, what I think the reason behind the is also the macro conditions are still matters here, right? So even a strong regulatory optimism that can be muted if the liquidity isn't expanding or if the risk appetite remains cautious. So we are in a phase where the good news is being observed and it is not chased. So I'm looking ahead in this 2026. Uh, what could really trigger a full scale bull market isn't just a supportive language, but uh, concentrate action I'm looking into. So that it also means a clear rules on whether the assets are securities or commodities as well. Um, Even the crypto friendly SEC frameworks as well, and the stablecoin regulations that also allow the banks and institutions to participate at scale. If we also see the policy moves like a broader media of expansion, it is a clearer decentralized finance guidelines or even a strategic government involvement. So combined with the easier monetary conditions, that's even a regulatory optimism turns into the real capital inflows, and that's when a sustained bull market can truly begin. So I have to wait until that. I think this is what the answer I think for the question.
Okay, sure, sure. Thanks for your analysis of the policy and the crypto market. Yeah, thanks for Priya. And next one, let's hear from Lee. Okay.
Okay, so this question from my side as a trader, although Benson's statement is positive and the crypto market has already priced in the pre-crypto stance of the Trump administration in advance, and resulting in a muted response, BTC only rebounded slightly to around 93K instead of surging. So policy optimism has largely been pressed in, and macro uncertainties are weighting on sentiment. For example, expectations for interest rate cuts have deteriorated. So a policy that could truly ignite the bull market in next year includes the finalization of stablecoin regulation and passage of market structure bills. This could trigger an influx of institutional capital and the tokenization boom, and which gonna drop up prices and is maybe start a bullish market again. Yeah.
Okay, sure, sure. Thanks for your research of this question. And the last one, let's hear from Persfine.
All right. So, first of all, I think that traders, a lot of traders already expected, what he said about the market. So, it didn't surge because people don't really react to promises. They actually react to proven, especially the market too. So, I think traders already priced in more crypto friendly U.S. government and also the ETF approvals. So, they were expecting new news. It wasn't new to them what he said. It was already expected. So I actually think the bull markets won't start from what he said, but actually prove. I don't really know much on that line, on the regulatory obstacles for crypto, but I think that's what I think about the question. That's what I think about the question.
Okay, sure. By the way, thanks for clarifying. And guys, let's dive into the question two. While the Venezuela shock is just one of many signs for rising geopolitical tensions, over the past few years, regional conflicts have clearly been intensifying. Could this global backdrop become a catalyst for a crypto supercycle, especially after CZ recently posted on X that a super cycle is coming. Yes, and let's talk about the regional question. Yeah, firstly, let's welcome Kelly Patty.
Thank you, Nora. About question, yes, it's possible. A global problems could make crypto much more popular and valuable. And here is why. Geopolitics tensions like shocks in Venezuela or wars in other regions make people lose trust in the normal system. So, when the conflict, people often worry about, first of all, their national money losing value, inflation, banks not being safe, governments controlling their finances too much. In this situation, people look for them alternatives. Cryptocurrency like Bitcoin are global and not controlling by any one country. And they can be a way for people to protect their money, first of all. When CZ Changpeng Zhao, the founder of Binance, says is Supercycle is coming, many people in crypto listen. He is very important to voice. His words can give hope and attract more attention and investment. It means very powerful and long bull market might be start. And so could resistance tensions be catalyzed? Yes, fear and need more conflict or more fear about traditional money. More people look at crypto as solution. A hope, of course, and hype sentiments from leaders like CZ create excitement and bring new investors and global money. If many people around the world or this the same time, it could create the super cycle, a hack and long lasting rise in crypto market. In simple terms, when the world feels unstable, the idea of a decentralized global money system becomes very attractive to many. This growing global demand could be the start for the next crypto super cycle. Thank you.
Okay, sure. Nice. Thanks for Kelly Patty. And for this question, now we hear from Priya.
Okay, so yeah, when is the shock? Actually, it's shock. So first thing which I think about is the geopolitical instability does influence crypto, but not always in the straightforward crypto rally way some expect. For example, the recent escalation in Venezuela has also driven the adoption at the grassroots, like that's a level, and also accelerated crypto usage as an alternative financial tool in everyday transaction. So that's because people facing the inflation and capital controls are increasingly turning towards digital assets, hopefully. In some cases, at a very high per capture adoption rate. So, like the markets will respond to uncertainty and seeking safety. And in the short term, that can also mean the flows into traditional safe habits like gold, and the US dollar, or even selling risk assets like Bitcoin. In fact, during the several geopolitical events, historically, crypto has initially behaved more like a risk asset than the true hero, actually, that I have seen. And so, this geopolitical tension alone doesn't automatically create the sustained super cycle. What matters here is what I think more is how this risk interacts with the broader trends. So, which also growing the real world adoption, regulatory clarity in the major economics. So, as well the strong institutional participation, I think, and thus all the structural pillars that could also support a true long-term expansion cycle. And it's not just isolated shocks. And when it comes to the CZ, the Supercycle tweet, yeah, we have recently have seen many tweets about the some bull run gonna start, whatever. So the CZ Supercycle idea is also like stems from the combined effect of adoption acceleration, I think, and as well the macro liquidity and even a new regulatory framework. So rather than the geopolitical conflict and their isolation. So, what I finally think about is it will the geopolitical risk will add another dimension to the narrative. So it also highlights the crypto's role as a broader less financial tool and also can accelerate the adoption in specific regions. But for a super cycle to unfold, you need to you had to need a sustained institutional inflows and clear regulation as well the widespread integration into the global financial system as well. So it's I'm not saying just a head. It's just as a headline. It's headlines on the conflict. I think that's how I'm thinking about this. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah, sure, sure. Thanks for Priya. Yeah, makes sense. Thanks for your research of this question. And next one, let's hear from Lee.
So this question, we know the crisis will really indeed amplify the geopolitical tensions over the past few years of the war. The market has become customers to trading BTC as digital gold and hedge against oil price shocks, and which is potential to invest. And combined with CZ's alertion that we find on Twitter, the super cycle is coming. So we would like to say if the future inflation drives up demand for stable coins and the policy conditions remain favorable, the relationship between crypto and the traditional assets will grow increasingly close, and it's really going to be like a possibility of a super cycle. So personally, I hope this is going to be happening in the future this year. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, sure. Thanks for your sharing. And last one, let's hear from Parthvan.
Okay, so I think this crisis like this in Venezuela shows why crypto can be very important and also very useful, because I also think people there commonly use Bitcoin and some of the stable coins to, like Ethereum and other stable coins, to protect their money from inflation and also from sanctions. But this conflict, or the political problems that is going around the world, does not, it doesn't make the crypto price go up or explode, because we know that cryptocurrency is a very risky investment. I think all traders should know that by now. So at any time it can go up or down, depending on how the investors are, or how confident, yeah, the investors, or the traders are. So for a real super cycle like the ZMC Z talks, we'll need a bigger, a longer term changes, and also more countries and also more people investing in crypto regularly or using crypto regularly. We would also need some laws, that make it very safe. I think that is already in place actually. For some exchanges that we have, that is already in place. I think crypto is becoming more safe, and also people can actually, invest in crypto, unlike before where it wasn't as grounded as it is right now. So we also need some strong demand for digital money that can work across borders and not just crises that make the news and everything. And I think with that, investors or traders would be more confident in investing in cryptocurrency. Thank you.
Oh yeah, yeah, sure. Thanks for your sharing, Persify. Yeah, that's good. And now I wanna read a comment from our audience, Alpha Ledger. Yeah, he said, geopolitics is no longer background noise; it's a catalyst. Right now, crypto isn't just a market; it's becoming a global hedge. And geopolitical tensions, inflation, and the current crisis are pushing people toward Bitcoin and DeFi. Yeah, thanks for your comment. And also, I hope our audience can interact more in our comment. Yes, guys, let's dive into the question three. Well, after a sharp move driven by the Venezuela shock, Trump has entered the consolidation. At this stage, does the risk reward still favor new entries? And can Trump really be a long term hold? And for this question, so who wanna be the first? Okay, yeah, yeah, Patty.
Yes, thank you, Nora. And based on chart, talking Trump is currently consolidation after big move. This means the price is moving sideways in a range, and the next direction is unclear. Firstly, risk. Reward for new entries. At this stage, the risk is high. The price could break out the consolidation and go higher, or it could break down and fall. Without a clear new trend, entries now is speculative. The potential reward exists. But the risk is also high. Can talking Trump be a long-term hold? This is the most difficult question. Meme coins like Trump and Melania are typically not considered long-term investment. These tokens follow the hype, news, and social media trends, not utility or fundamental technologies. My opinion on the Trump token is not a clear cut. For me, this token is the highest risk investment, and it could grow or continue to fall. I also want to mention a recent opinion that I partially agree with Cardano founder Charles Hawkinson state that the Donald Trump administration did more damage to the crypto industry than the Biden era. According to him, the launch of the Trump and Melania meme tokens politicized the market and undermined investor trust and reinforced the perception of cryptocurrencies as a lot of political enrichment. This highlights a real problem. Such tokens can harm the overall reputation of crypto. And of course, for some traders, this is volatility might be opportunity for short-term gains. However, for a long-term hold, the risk for extremely high. For me, it's more of speculative asset than stable investment. And also for me, at this stage, I don't invest in the Trump and Melania meme tokens. My opinion, a long-term portfolio should be built on more fundamental projects like Bitcoin and ETH, of course. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah, sure, sure. Thanks for your analysis of the meme coin. Yeah, thanks for Kelly Patty and the same. So next, let's invite Priya.
Okay, so yeah. So first, what I think is from the risk perspective, Trump remains very much as a speculative meme coin style asset. So its price has retraced sharply from the earlier highs and also remains significantly volatile. with much of its supply held by a small group of holders, actually, uh, like whales, maybe. So, meaning a price swings can be excreted by concentrated sell pressure. Also, I have seen that some more supply data, circulating data, has been increasing due to a large emissions over time, which also historically has contributed to sharp declines in price for new meme tokens as well. So, and Trump also has not been immune. So, moreover, the smart money indicators suggest limited institutional interest as well. So, on-chain catalyst also shows that major wallets have not been accumulating, and the participation is still dominated by retail and also sentiment driven trade as that. That's how I think about this, because all of the points to a highly risky profile where the risk reward for the new entries is titled toward a short term speculation rather than the long term investment. So I think that's how I think about it, and even the reward favor the new interests, like for traders who thrive on volatility, and those are comfortable with the potentially significant losses or equally significant short-term gains, and there may be opportunities as well. So for the long-term holders, especially those looking for fundamental value, the token currently lacks strong infrastructure, or it might be the sustainable drivers compared to the major assets like Bitcoin and Ethereum. So Trump current consolidation isn't a clear buy signal for the traditional long-term investing. I hope so. It's a speculative play that should be approached with the caution and only with the capital you can afford to lose, of course, all the time. Thank you.
Okay, sure, sure. Thanks for your viewpoint of the question. And yeah, next one, let's invite Lee.
Okay, so actually, I've been holding the Trump for well, I remember the last year. So after spiking and then consolidating, following the crisis and the Trump and the coin as it's prone to being driven by sentiment. But I would say it is not co-holding, and it is advisable to set stop loss orders and avoid long-term accumulation or holding. Instead, focus should be placed on high quality assets such as mainstream like Bitcoins, ETH, or gold, or like ETFs should be a better choice. Yeah.
Okay, sure, sure. So, Lee, do you invest the Trump? And yeah, yeah, I wanted you to share some experience, like if you earn or lose money from it.
I mean, if you are really good at investing in short-term meme coin, and actually you can like buy or set in a very short term based on the news or anything could influence the price. But if you are a normal investor, I would like to advise you to invest in some normal or mainstream assets such as ETF or BTC or Ethereum, and in a very long term, because this short term is really risky and need a very specific and personal system and to maintain the profits. Yeah.
Okay, sure, sure. Thanks for your suggestion. And last one, let's hear from Persephone.
All right. So personally, I'm a long term trader, and I don't really believe in meme coins or short term trades. And I remember that when the Trump coin came out, I invested in it. I think I bought at a very high price actually, because everybody, because of the sentiments, the trends, and the hype about it, everybody was expecting it to really go so high. And I think most people made profit obviously for people that bought the coins before it came out, and then people that bought the coin at at the beginning. But I think I bought the coin at a very high price. So when I invested in the coin, I made a very huge loss because I really don't believe in investing in meme coins, and also I'm not a short term trader. So I think the Trump coin is mostly moving sideways. Sideways is actually just based on of hype and trend, and that is very normal for a meme coin that is tied to a political brand, obviously because it is Trump. And the Trump coin is not a project with real technology or real products. And because of that, buying it currently, it is very risky, because currently it is going up because of the hype and the trend. So buying it now is very risky. The price can go up if obviously a new hype comes. I think that is what meme coin is all about actually. If a new hype comes, the price will go up, and the way it went up fast, that's the same way it will go down very fast. You know, so for a long term trade that I am, for a long term trader, if you're a long term trader, um, I don't think the coin is actually best buy currently. But if you're a short term trader and you have a very good strategy, and your analysis is very good, I think it's something that you can go in and out. Obviously, I think yesterday was when it boomed up. So if you studied the market before yesterday, you would have gone in and out of the market with the Trump, and probably you might have made some profit. But for a long term trader, I don't think it's something that I can invest in, because I don't believe in meme coins. They are very risky. Cryptocurrency generally is very volatile and risky. So you now investing in meme coins is just more risky than the old crypto coins. So meme coins usually don't keep value for years, obviously. They just come and go. They just come for some months and go. Some even for some weeks, and they just come and go, unless unless people keep hyping them. And it's rare for people to keep hyping a particular coin. I can say this Trump coin has stayed here for a while, because it's President Trump's coin. So obviously it's always going to be in the news. So definitely the coin is always going to pop up, and the coin is always going to trade. So right now, putting money in the Trump coin is more about speculation. Is nothing really stable. It's not anything. You don't really see future in that coin. It's just because, oh, there is a hype around it, and that is why it is a very good coin for short-term traders, because there is currently a hype about it, and then you can invest your money now. But in a long run, it's not going to be a profitable coin to invest it. So if you're a short-term trader, like Lee said, that would be a very good coin for you. But for a long-term trader that like me, I don't think I would be investing in the Trump coin again, especially when I invested and then I made I didn't make profit with it. So I don't think I'll be investing in the Trump coin again.
Okay, sure, sure. Thanks for your suggestion, Paris One. Yeah, that's so great. Thanks for all joining us today. I bet today's live stream is very important for our audience under this market. Be sure to keep an eye on CoinW and our esteemed guest. Follow the Twitter accounts as they will continue to share valuable insights on the world of crypto. Stay safe and take care about your sport, and good luck. Overall, I would like to thank everyone for joining this inspiring discussion today. Yeah, see you next time, guys. Okay, thank you, thank you.